I'm going to speak to you about the age of Pisces. Okay, the age of Pisces is the last of the 12 zodiac age zones. It's the lowest in the cosmos, in the zodiac cosmos, and it's the furthest from Sirius, which is our sun's mother. Our solar system travels around the Sirius solar system, and the path that is created by our solar system's orbit around Sirius creates the zodiac that we see in the sky. So Sirius is deeply instrumental in the zodiac that we see in the cosmos above the Earth. So I have this diagram here. Just picture it like a clock, and you see the darkened area in that little goofy diagram I made. Picture it as a clock, and the black zone is the Pisces zone, which is like on a clock between 5 and 6. And then you notice from 6 to 7, that would be Aquarius. From 7 to 8 would be Capricorn. From 8 to 9 would be Sagittarius, etc. Now, Pisces is represented by two fish swimming in opposite directions, which represents matter versus spirit, duplicity, lies versus truth. So Earth has journeyed through the age of Pisces since about 100 BC. It's been about 2,100 years, something like 2,000 years ago. Now, that's when Jesus appeared at the beginning of the age of Pisces. Jesus is represented by the fish, and Pisces is represented by the fish. The message that Jesus gave is perfectly made for the age of Pisces. Pisces is when we, the gods and goddesses, have fallen to our deepest points of matter, physical matter. Our bodies have become more and more denser and denser. The further the further that our solar system traveled around that clock right there. Just picture 12 at the top. That's the highest. We were at our most spiritual when we were in that age up there. So that would have been, let me see, from 12 to 1 would have been, let me see, Pisces, let me see, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Did I get that right? Gemini, Cancer, Leo. I think 12 to 1 would have been Leo. Leo, Cancer, Gemini. Yeah. So in the age of Leo, which is between 12 and 1 right there, we were at our closest points to Sirius, which means we were at our most spiritual. Because our bodies had not descended all the way into matter, physical matter. Our bodies were not nearly as dense in the age of Leo as they are now in the age of Pisces. But Pisces just ended 2012 actually, and we are now somewhere between beginning after Pisces right there, which would be right about the number 6 to 7 on the clock. We just barely leaving 6 as of 2012, and we are on a way to becoming less and less matter and more spirit. Now, between 5 and 6, which is Pisces, we have fallen so much into matter that our spirits have difficulty communicating with the spiritual realm. So we are kind of like fallen gods. We began to fall in the age of Taurus. As you can see, that would be between 3 and 4 on the on this goofy diagram. Now you can see at about 3 o'clock, that line over there to the right on the clock. If there was a 3 there, you would see that the journey around the clock begins to fall at 3, heading towards 6. That's when the fall of man began. The fall of the gods and goddesses began. As Earth fell away, as our solar system fell away from Sirius. The fall of man. That's when the Bible story begins. The fall of man. 3 to 4 would be Taurus, represented by the bull, Brahma, Abraham. And then after 3 to 4 would have been 4 to 5, which would have been Aries, represented by Ram, Rama, Mars, Moses. Pisces represented by Jesus. The fish sign. They got a symbol for Jesus, which was the fish. And Pisces represented by the fish. And Jesus made his disciples fishers of men. Jesus, what else did he do? He fed people with fish. And Jesus washed people's feet. Feet is the body part associated with Pisces. Now we get conquered in the age of Pisces, which is 5 to 6, and we begin to rise up after 6, between 6 and 7, and we rise and rise and rise more up between 6 and 7, 7 and 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12. The closer we get to Sirius, the more we wake up and the more of our 12 strands of DNA activate. Now, Jesus said in the Bible, I will be with you until the end of the age of Pisces. He also said, at the end of the road, you will see a man with a pitcher of water. That's Aquarius. The Bible is extremely astrology. The Bible's message is perfect for the ages of Taurus, Aries, and Pisces. Now, Sirius, the solar system, Sirius is deep. So I've been researching that. I also have a book called Ancient Egypt, The Sirius Connection by Murray Hope. It's deep. Quran says Allah is Lord of Sirius. That's deep. Egypt, Sirius deeply affects everything that happens on this planet. The closer we get to Sirius, the more our 12 strands of DNA activate. Egypt was extremely deeply influenced by Sirius. So I'm seeing a Sirius connection in the Quran, in the Bible, and in the information coming from Egypt. All those people that keep arguing about the Bible, Bible versus Muslims, Muslims and Christians versus Egypt, and all that division, that's unnecessary. Because in actuality, all three messages from Quran, Bible, Egypt, all affected by Sirius. So anyways, I have this feeling that our spirits come from Sirius. Our bodies are from the earth. But we leave these bodies and go back, I think, to Sirius. And no, we do not die. In fact, we're more dead now than when we so-called die. Anyway, peace and love. Hotep. Salam.